Hello friends, last year Xiaomi introduced its first all-electric car, the Su7. This is a significant step for a device manufacturer and an effort to enter a new market. So, why am I talking about the car that was released last year? The reason is that Xiaomi just announced the prices for their new product and has started selling it. The new Xiaomi SU7 looks like the illegitimate son of Porsche Taycan and McLaren. Friends, don't forget to subscribe channel and click that notification bell to stay updated on the latest in the world of technology and innovation. Built on the Moda platform itself, it was developed by a research team consisting of 3,400 engineers and more than 1,000 technical experts in critical areas, both in China and abroad. The electric car is offered in 3 different versions. The basic modification offers rear-wheel drive, a 400-volt architecture, and a battery capacity of 73.6 kilowatt-hours. In this case, you get an electric motor with a capacity of 299 horsepower and 400 Nm. The company promises that you will be able to drive up to 700 kilometers on one charge. The problem is that these measurements were made according to the Chinese CLTC measurement standard, which is traditionally far from reality. However, it doesn't matter. You will soon discover the real power reserve of the new model for the basic configuration. The top-of-the-line modification of the SU7 Pro, in contrast to the basic model, is equipped with a larger battery with a capacity of 94.2 kWh. Most interestingly, the Pro model offers one motor that has the same power output as the base model. With such parameters, its recoil is 299 pounds and 400 Nm. The power reserve of the SU7 Pro will be 830 kilometers, and you can buy all this for $34,000. The most interesting thing is that in both versions, Xiaomi uses its own V6 electric motor, which can reach speeds of up to 21,000 revolutions per minute. If you want to experience the full power of Xiaomi technology, we'll have to go for the top model, the Su7 Max. Only here do you get 800 volts of power, thanks to its advanced architecture and a massive battery with a capacity of 101 kWh. Xiaomi also independently developed the technology for integrated batteries and equipped them with everything. Its batteries are directed downward with a safety valve that quickly releases energy in extreme situations, providing maximum security. The passages are also equipped with water pumps for cooling. The plates are mounted on the long sides of the batteries to remove heat, what provides a cooling area of 7.8 meters, which is 4 times higher than the average industry indicator. The battery cells have 165 aerogel insulation parts, capable of withstanding temperatures up to 1,000 degrees Celsius. The company has also developed a battery temperature control system with 3 sensors for continuous monitoring. All this is also included in the top-end version of the Su7 Max, and only this version offers all-wheel drive and a twin-engine powertrain installation. In this case, the same Xiaomi motor is used as in the previous 2 versions with a capacity of 299 horsepower and 400 Ha. And here's the back. The company uses its more powerful modification of the V6S with a capacity of 374 horsepower and 500 Nm. At the output, you get a return of 673 GP and 838 AM. The company promises that for the first 100 kilometers with this modification, you will have to drive for 2.78 seconds at a maximum speed of 265 kilometers per H. At the same time, one can drive 800 kilometers on a single charge, which seems fantastic. This is what Xiaomi offers at $41.50. But now, let's move on to the most interesting Chinese edition. Don Chen was one of the first to test the top modification of Xiaomi's Su7 Max and compare it with what the company stated in the official press release. Let's start with the stock. Let me remind you that Xiaomi promises that the top modification has a range of 800 kilometers. Journalists from the Chinese edition were not allowed to achieve such results. but they got a result of 643 kilometers with their usual driving style instead. If driving a car is more aggressive, the result will be even worse. About acceleration to the first 100, German manufacturers have an unspoken rule that their top-end modifications usually go faster than the stated passport data. Xiaomi thinks otherwise. Real measurements showed that the first 100 Su SU7 Max exchanges for 3.24 seconds, and not for the promised ones. The manufacturer is sweet 2.78 seconds on the quarter, but the situation is much more complicated. The journalists managed to get through this better. Discipline for 11.17 seconds, which practically meets the factory specifications. Of course, you can scold Xiaomi for some inconsistencies, but on the other hand, for the money that the company asked for, you can forgive it all now. After all, you need to understand that these prices will be the head of the company didn't always admit that the car prices didn't match reality, and each model would be sold at a loss for the company. This is a big loss. The head of Xiaomi isn't what I did, but this move attracted attention. The company declares to buyers that it received 50,000 orders in just 27 minutes after the start of sales. At least these orders are very expensive for the company's an expensive achievement, and Xiaomi has nothing to show for it. This is a good deal because for this money, you get a fast car with a unique battery platform manufactured by SEIATL, and most importantly, the interesting thing about it is that Xiaomi is the first gadget manufacturer to release a fully electric car that integrates seamlessly into its ecosystem, which includes new items with so-called smart cabins, where the large central screen is used. 16.1 inches, there is also a projection display. In terms of area, it is equivalent to a 56-inch screen. There is also a small rotating 7-inch display that runs on a Snapdragon chip. Its native Xiaomi chip, for some reason, does not work. I wanted to use it and take advantage of it. The solution from the American QCOM system allows you to install additional applications, and their number is currently over 5,000. Judging by the recent announcement, towards the end of the year, the company may announce an even more powerful modification of its new product with a new engine. Once made in the world of gadgets friends, I have nothing else to say today. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you for your attention. I hope it was interesting. But don't miss the next video. Subscribe to the channel